Hello, this is David Dean, and we are here for part 2 of building up for Storm Shield Defense number 7 in Canny, Valley. I'm going to have one more video after this going to the other 3 amplifiers, but this is for amplifier D and building on the north side of it. And this amplifier is placed northwest of the home base, and we have already built the tunnel that is to the west. And I really wanted to do a different build on this. I wanted because if you've ever tried to trap over here, it's nearly impossible to stop the husk altogether. You can't put down tile there, or there, which makes it really difficult. And so what everybody ends up doing is placing 3 tiles here, 3 on the wall with launchers on them, trying to fling them down here. The problem with them going down here is there's hardly anywhere to put a wall launcher to knock them back 2 or 3 tiles, and that's where you really get that damage on the husky husk, the propanes, and the smashers to be able to take them out. And almost every time you'll end up seeing 2 or 3 smashers getting through all the launchers and then just wandering across this cliff, which you cannot build on, and walking straight up to the amplifier. So I've come up with this design. No idea if it's going to work or not. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. So we can still build right there. If I build here, sometimes it will pop out, sometimes it will not. And the spawn point is right here on this cliff area. And what we're going to do is right away, we are going to take them up on top. Once again, going with what I've been saying before, don't argue with the husk. If the husk want to go to the amplifier, let them. Build a pathway to get them there, and then just beat them up while they do it. But over here, just in case this does not work, I will go ahead and put in a wall, a stairwell to block it. But then over here, I'm still going to put in launchers, just in case my plan does not go as planned, which does happen occasionally. So, and anything else I can build on the fly, but that should be enough there. Might as well go ahead and put a little bit something here just to be able to do traps. And then out here, right over the spawn point, because the big problem about, well, that's going to be a bigger problem, but we'll worry about that later. They spawn over here, and some of the husks, or the lobbers, will start throwing from back here. So we're just putting that up, first of all, to start taking them out the second they spawn, and second of all, to stop them from sitting back here throwing stuff. And right away, go ahead and hit them with a launcher, sending them back. On this tile, like I said, it usually ends up popping out, but we'll go ahead and put that down there just in case it actually lasts. But the main thing of this build is having them come up here and trying to make it so they'll actually not beat through any walls and go where they're supposed to go. And let's see. Got to see where I'm going to bring them down at. If I bring them down right here, that's where all the mobs are coming up here. And that probably will not work. Let's see. Hopefully the smashers won't pound their way through if I go right here down the middle and actually have a staircase right over where these mobs are coming up here. Smashers and everything should still be able to get through this, and then they're coming down this way. So just a different design, no guarantees on it. Hopefully it'll work, and I'm even going to, let's see, put a stairwell right here. Once again, for these spawns back here, just encouraging them instead of dropping down, going up this way. Hopefully they'll be able to make that little gap there. So, but go ahead here. And we're going to put launchers on this, and that's the big reason why I am trying to do it this way. Just giving me more places I can put launchers to knock them back and make their lives miserable as they're trying to get through here. Because I've said it before and I'll say it again, taking out elemental smashers is just a nightmare. So hopefully this will get us a little bit closer to that goal of actually making that happen. So now we got anything that spawns over here, if things go right, coming up into here, getting launched back in a 2x1 area, launch back, and then launched over into the timeout rooms over here. So hopefully this will be taking care of the spawn issue for this half of it. And just closing that all off just so the let's see, just so the lobbers don't have anywhere to see my amplifier from, and also just more places to put up traps. And we will start with the ceiling electric fields. Once again, these are for just taking out all the small pesky husk. And in truth, that should be enough to take out most of them. And then once they come up here, actually we will do 2 gas traps just to finish off the few that do get up here. Once again, some more dynamos. Launcher here. And inside of here, we're doing all zappers. Once again, the main thing we're trying to kill here is the high hit point husk. And we will do a half wall there, bring this back, and we will do a 1 tile wall there. All right, hopefully this is good. Throw down some more dynamos. Once again, if I had freeze traps leveled up, I'd be putting down freeze traps here, but I don't have any leveled up, so we will go with the retractable floor spikes, going back and forth with the wooden floor spikes, which do a great job of slowing down husk 30%. And this should be really good. And it does seem like this amplifier here and amplifier C get hit just a lot harder than the other amplifiers. So that's why we got what we hope is such a strong build for them. Come on, getting a little bit of lag. That's never a good thing. All right, down here, this is just a bare natural tunnel. So hopefully no big issues. And let's see, I put my launchers right there and there, so I kind of want to leave, well, no, we should be good. I will leave 1 opening right here. And then whatever comes through this way, we will be taking them out. Unfortunately, like I said, there isn't many places here for launchers, and doing the launchers, the wall launchers, is what really takes the heavy toll on the husk at this point. There we go. Good place for a half wall. And nope, don't want that. More dynamos. And yeah, if you had noticed at the end of my last video, I was almost completely out of structural pieces. I had to go back and just bash out a ton of my main home base and a bunch of other areas just to get enough parts to build this last amplifier. Let's see, that's where he's going to be dropping. And let's see, and like I said, I am going to do a third video showing all the basically the 3 other amplifiers and a little bit of change to the home base, not much. Let's see, do slow damage. Once again, for a damage one here, I'm using retractable floor spikes. It really doesn't matter where you got those, whether you have the fire trap or even the freeze trap. Freeze trap does no damage, but all the other traps do 25% more damage when they're hitting something that is frozen. Let's see here, one last gas trap. But yeah, here we got the ceiling zappers, because nothing should be getting this far in here except for smashers and husky husk. And how's that looking? That's looking pretty good back here. So once again, we finished off another area. This is going to be interesting. So get that there. And I want to make sure all the pieces are connected. That way my home base, make sure it's doing connecting all these. And once again, with the home base, they actually, it's I guess it was always this way. It was just misprinted when they wrote it out. For the heavy base constructor, he actually, his one of his perks is to give traps. It said 30% increase to how fast they fire off, and then they came out and said, nope, that's wrong, it's 20%. But still, that is just absolutely huge if you're doing big builds like this one. Down here, once again, let's see, we got plenty of metal. And actually, I want to see, because they can drop off of there. And we're going to... And this is another thing I saw in the past. Let's see. That's why I couldn't see it. All right. We're going to just run this up here. This is a spawn point out here. And the lobbers will just sit up here and cause mayhem for you. So, and while I love his commercials, I do not want those lobbers just sitting up there and attacking what I am building. And let's see, actually I need to drop in there. Does that work? That works. And once again, the second they spawn, we are hitting them. And let's see. Yeah, we'll do one more up here. And hopefully they'll be heading down over here. I do not want them heading down onto the top of my trap tunnel area. So I am hoping, let's see. Yeah, let's do that. So right here, basically encouraging them, if they're going to drop down anywhere, hopefully it'll be over here into the entrance of my trap tunnel area. And get that going. So once again, this is going to be another 2x2 room. Trying to use the launchers to slow them down and take out as many as they can before they head up to the main trap area. And this is going to be exactly like the other one. 3 dynamos on the walls. And on this, a lot of times in the past, on my other constructor, has a lot better traps, I would make this a half wall and put wall darts over here and have the wall darts shooting over the half wall. But I don't have good wall darts, or I have good ones, I just haven't leveled them up yet. So, let's get that other tile. There we go. And hopefully this will be working. Let's see. And then we can start getting up into the main area here. What do we want? This one we want... Actually, like I said, the main thing I am worried about is the smashers. And the good thing with the zappers is they do a ton more damage than any other trap in the game. The bad thing is they target a single husk. So if you got 20 little husks coming running through here at the same time you got a smasher, chances are the smasher isn't going to get hit by it. But hopefully there's enough traps here to take out most of that ugly stuff before it gets into the trap tunnel area. And just to make that a little bit more so, we will do some more damage out here, and we need to make a bunch more dynamos. We still got a whole nother area to do, or the main area up top. Alright, and I will come back later and reinforce this. You guys don't need to watch me do that. But now we're up top. And so here we have all 3 tunnels combining. The tunnel I did up here, through the cave tunnel, and over here this one. And it seems like everybody tries to put a wall right there to make the husk turn and go this way, which is a great thing to do. But they never seem to do that. They always seem to beat that wall down to get this angle on it. So I'm just going to use my experience to not do that. And let's see. Actually, we will give them the choice. Or will we? Sorry, thinking and playing same time. Alright, I'm going to do it like this. We're going to make that kind of a trap tunnel area. And let's see, I'm just playing around here. So we will go ahead and put a wall here. And what I am doing is basically I'm going to have a launcher here. May have to turn this around, tear this down because I'm still thinking as I'm doing it. But so the launcher sends them back to this area. Same thing over here. Anything coming through up here, they can get launched back over there. And, oh, that won't work. Alright, normally I'd have a launcher here sending them back down, but we got the steps there, but still, we'll see what we can do. So we got that going over there. They try to come out over here. Do a half wall there and half wall there just to slow them down. Over here, let's see. Yeah, we can set up a timeout area. Anything coming down here will actually go back into there. And once again, we'll have a launcher there. All right. So now we have our combined trap tunnel area up in this area. So, we got enough dynamos? We got dynamos. And we still got a ton of structures. I thought this was going to be a lot more, but that top area I did to the west may have overbuilt on that one. It was a nightmare. It was just an absolute nightmare when I did it in the past. So, probably went just a little bit heavy on it. But that's okay. And here, more dynamos. And this is going really fast. Once again, like that wall there, if I had good, I'm trying to say it, wall darts. That's what I wanted to say. Wall darts, I would be putting wall darts there because it's a long shot all the way across here. I just don't have good ones. And here, nothing should really be getting up here except for, and actually, do we want to, we'll do that. And hopefully that all works. And if it doesn't, once again, this is all an experiment. I'm simply trying to try new ideas to make this work so anybody watching this will have an easier time than I had the first time through it. And, yeah. All right. And for some reason, Husk will sometime, even though this is the path to D that way, they will come over here and try to bash this out. So let's discourage that. And I'll do some more building over there. Let's see. Here, once again, only thing coming through here should be a very little amount of very high level smasher elemental husk. And a lot of this also just depends on what you get coming in. As I've said in the past, you get 4 different options when the husks spawn. They can be normal husks, they can be fire, they can be nature, or they can be water. If they are normal husk, it is... No, this tunnel will take them out in a heartbeat. That is no problem. But if you get those nasty elemental husks, that's where you need all of this. And let's see. All right. 2 more dynamos there. And also later on, you will see that... Sorry, doing a bunch of things at one time. You will have to run in here while the fighting is happening. Hopefully it isn't propane, and replace traps on the fly because the traps just cannot keep up with it all. But that's part of the fun. So, alright, just trying to get a few more dynamos, and then, besides reinforcing it, let's see, right here, what do we got? Let's do damage, and we're going to do another half wall there. And this, we need more slow. Alright. And in the past also, I would put up half walls right here with dynamos on them. But I've had a few smashers who've come in at angles like this, see that half wall, and charge it. So if I'm not pretty much 100% certain that I'm going to have them coming straight in like this, I'm not putting those down again. So, oops, more dynamos. And then, let's see, all I got to do is, oh, got a few more ceiling traps. And we also need to close this off. There's always more. Let's see, coming through, all good. Another zapper, and a few more dynamos, just to tickle them when they come down. It's always good to tickle the smashers. So there we go for that. And to make sure, or hopefully to make it less likely that the smashers will just pound through a given wall, it's always good to put the stairs behind it. Just their AI tells them that that is not the easiest way to go, that they have multiple structures they have to go through. And once again, this is where that piece on the ramp, I said they may try to sneak under and bash through. So I will go ahead and make that as difficult as possible for them to do if they do try. Of course, if it's a propane, they'll just blow it all up. But they'll blow themselves up also, so that's okay with me. Alright, so there we go. I'm going to do one more video on updating the amplifier A, B, and some major changes to C. And as you can see from my home base over there, the cool looking temple thing is all gone. Now it is basically the low rent home base. So, but there we go. This should all hopefully work. We will give it a try here. Hopefully I will have the video of me doing this up to tomorrow evening. We shall see. And just running up here, just in case you didn't see the video for the West, what I ended up doing was this great big wishbone, because they have to walk around this amplifier. They can't walk on those black and yellow tiles for some reason. Their AI won't let them. So you have them split here, and I just built a path for them to walk straight over to my amplifier. So there you go. Take care and have a great day. Let me know your questions. Let me know your comments. Let me know what you did like and didn't like. And if you know any other good YouTubers out there putting up videos of soloing these things, let me know, and I will do my best to give them a shout out. Take care.